This is the self we enact. Last meeting we discussed about the self we know, just the highlights of the self we know. So how do we choose an identity to enact? So the question is, how do we choose an identity to enact? So again, each of us has many different identities. We have multiple identities. Each identity suggests its own line of action. Yeah, so it's the self we enact. So how do we choose our identity? So again, uh, allow me to be clear with you. Each of us has many different identities. Every day we encounter a lot of identities depending on the situation that we are in. So each identity suggests its own line of actions. So it depends on us. It depends on how do we showcase our own selves to others. So this line of actions are not all compatible. So again, when you say choosing your own identity, some our line of action are not all compatible. So maglahi di ato ang line of action. So depending on the identities that we display. However, nor can they be pursued simultaneously in a single situation. So our identity cannot be pursued simultaneously. So di siya pwede magdungan ang atong gibuhat. So our line of action really depends on the situation that we are in. So for example, if you are at a family reunion in your parents' home, for example, nag-reunion mo, you might wish to claim an identity as a helpful son or a daughter. So mutabang ka, kay you want to showcase that you are a helpful, a very good daughter. So this identity suggests different, even conflicting ways of relating to the other guest. So pero tungod kay ganahan ka, you want to showcase that you are a helpful son or a daughter, you are doing things nga that will tell the person or tell the guest that you are a good daughter. Like helping to wash the dishes, di ba? So this identity suggests different. Pero naay point in our lives that kani atong behavior may also vary from time to time, depending on the situation that we are in. So question, what influences the decision to enact one rather than one identity? So asa ko no, unsa man ko'y naka-impluwensya sa imuhang desisyon, nganong kana man nga identity ang imong ipakita. So this may sound very difficult to answer. What influences you to make that decision? Nga pwede mo unta ka mubuhat og identity nga dili kana imong buhaton. Right? We have multiple identities man. So nganong na, for example, nasuko ko, nganong ako man gipili ang masuko ko nga pwede man dai ko mopili nga di ko masuko. So what triggers us to do things to make a decision sa kana nga sitwasyon? So again, lisod siya. So let's go deeper. The hierarchy of our identities. So the many different role identities we enact do not have equal importance for us. Di ba daghan kita gibuhat? So sa kadaghan nato gibuhat, kana atong gibuhat, they do not have equal importance for us. Natay gibuhat nga wala lang, natay gibuhat nga kanilang. So not really that important for us. Rather, we organize them into a hierarchy according to their salience. So meaning kay dili man sila equal importance. So what we did as a human is we also do the hierarchy of identities. Unsa may gibuhat nimo nga very obvious nga imo jud na siyang ginabuhat. Nga relative sa imong self schema. Na makita nimo ba nga ing ana jud ka. Unsa may pinaka-obvious imong gibuhat sa imong kaugalingon. So atong tan-awon ang hierarchy of identities. So this hierarchy exerts a major influence on our decision to enact one or another identity. So kaning hierarchy like unsa may behavior ni Jobran nga mao man jud niyang ginabuhat jud perme. 'Di ba? Kana bang ginabuhat na ako nga obvious kaayo nga ako jud na siyang ginabuhat ba? So first, the more salient an identity is to us, the more frequently we choose to perform activities that express that identity. For example, very obvious na ako nga ganahan jud ko mag-vlog. 'Di ba? Ganahan ko mag-record sa akong self, pre-recorded. Sa una, di kay ko ganahan, ani kay mauwaw ko. Mauwaw ko sa akong face, pero karon baga na kong naong, so okay na. So, this hierarchy, so obvious siya nga ganahan ko. Kaya kung di pa ko ganahan, if I do not like what I do, I will stop doing this. Lisod ba kay ni kapoy. It needs effort, time. But since this is a reflection of my self schema, since I love to explain, I love to do this, I love to share my knowledge, I love doing it. So, sige kung buhat balik-balik, I choose to perform it. Even if others will say nga, that's very tiring. But for me, it's not tiring. Because it is very salient. Ako aman. The hierarchy of identity is telling me nga, di siya kapoy kay ako aman. Right? So second, atong pangitaon daw, unsa first gani is, unsa ang pinaka-obvious nimong ginabuhat that you always perform that every day, even if others will say nga kapoy man na siya. Kapoy para nimo, di kapoy para na ako. Second is you have to look, the more salient an identity, the more likely we are to perceive the situations offer opportunities to enact that identity. So the more kunong obvious nga emotion na siyang gibuhat, the more daghag mo offer niyo mag opportunities nga imo po na siyang buhaton every day. For example, unsa man like this, vlogging, teaching. Kay since ganahan mo jud ko mag-istorya. So when you teach students, a lot of students, it's very tiring. Pero sa ko, it's very, very chill. Because again, that is my identity. I love my identity. It's part of my self-schema na nasa akong hunahuna na. Per me, it's kibalo na ko unsa akong buhaton. It's very obvious. Kibalo na ko unsa akong strategy. It's very obvious. So, the more I enact that identity, the more I improve myself, the more I regulate myself, the more I am reinforced. I am very reinforced every time magtudlo ko. Third, we are more active in seeking opportunities to enact salient identities. Yes, I am more active. I am more active. I am happy. I am excited because it's very obvious nga ganahan ko. Kay if not, I will give up. I will not teach. I will stop. I will resign. But since I see the meaning in what I do, the shared meanings, I am more active in seeking more opportunities to develop myself more, to control myself more. So that's how important is to identify the hierarchy of identities. The fourth one is we conform more with the role expectations attached to the identities that we consider the most important. For me, I always conform with my role expectation. Like as a teacher, I planned, I initiate, I enact. Tanaw na ko, this is very important. Like for example, if we do, that's on my side ha. If we do asynchronous, we need to do this. It's tiring, yes. It's lisod, yes. But then again, for me, I can see the meaning when I'm doing this. I can see the shared meanings when I'm doing this. It's for my students. And it's also for me. Because if I prepared my lessons like this, it's easy for me to just inform my students, to watch the video, and then it's easy for me to get output from it. Because it is self-paced. When I say self-paced, it is their time, not my time. It depends on them if you want to watch it or not. It's self-paced. So again, you always need to look at the hierarchy of identities that you consider the most important. So what determines whether a particular identity occupies a central or peripheral position in the salience hierarchy? So again, unsa makunoy identity nga naa nato nga makita nato ba nga very important for us. So in general, there are several factors affect the importance we attach to our role identity. Number one is the resources we have invested in constructing the identity. For example, this is my online identity. I need to look formal. I need to talk slow, very soft. I need to be prim and proper. This is my online identity. I invested so much time for this. For example, I've invested time, effort, a lot of things. Number two is the extrinsic rewards that enacting the identity has brought. For example, when I do this, I also get a little bit of reward from YouTube. It's extrinsic. For example, when you do a good job at work, you also receive extrinsic. In my case, I am teaching, I am blogging, so I also get the extrinsic reward from other party. The third is the intrinsic gratifications derived from performing the identity. So when I do this, I feel the intrinsic gratifications, meaning the sense of competence when my students or non-students, because this is public, everybody can see me. So non-students, you always say, "Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for explaining that very well. Nakasabot na ko, ma'am. Thank you so much for that." It makes me happy. That is intrinsic gratification. When you receive feedback from others, whether you know them or not, when you receive intrinsic feedback, it makes you happy. That is your intrinsic gratifications. Di ba kung lamig ang tingog and then people are clapping, di ba lamig yung paminaw? So that is the intrinsic gratifications. Not a monetary value, but that is an intrinsic gratifications. The fourth is the amount of self-esteem on enacting the identity well. So positive self-evaluation. So meaning, kung daghan kay ganahan sa imong gibuhat, the self-esteem, mas mo gaan or mas ganahan pa ka mo buhat in acting that identity because people are giving you positive self-evaluation and it is always tied to the self. So manindot sa imong paminaw. When people are clapping and saying thank you, when you people are listening to you, mutaas pud imong self-esteem, and that's very important because nakatie up na sa how do you understand yourself. How about social networking? Each of us is part of a network of social relationship. Yeah, humans, we are known to be a social being. We need other people. We cannot do everything alone. We have to accept that. We need them. We need them to correct our behavior, to regulate our behavior. So these relationships may stand or fall depending on whether we continue to enact particular role identities. So again, our relationship with other person, it may stand or fall, kalagyo ta, buwagan ta. So, but again, it's part of our social network. The more numerous and significant the relationships that depend on enacting an identity, the more committed we become to that identity. So again, ingon pa sila, the more daghan kaayo ka o nabuhat, the more we are committed. Nga imo po na siyang buhaton to that identity. So for example, I have 149 videos for 5 years in the making. And I cannot imagine na buhat na nako. Murag, I'm just playing around, naglingaw-lingaw ako. But then again, naabot na siya yung ana. So I keep on enacting my online identity because for me, it's very useful. It's very, I see the meaning of this. I see the meaning of my videos. Nagamit na ko siya. Okay? So, that's very important. Consider, for example, your role as a student. So, chances are that many, many of your relationship with, for example, roommates, friends, instructors, and any other person, kung mo-graduate na ka, di ba, sakit ka sa imuhang buot nga mo-graduate na ka, it means that you will lose major part of your life. That's why every time na graduation mo hilak ta kay nagtanaw na to, goodbye to you my friend, we will see each other again. So diba? So that's very touching. Diba labaw na grabe na kanyang emotional attachment. So given this high level of commitment, it isn't surprising that for many students, being forced to leave school is traumatic. So naay uban jud maglisod o biya sa skulahan kay murag naay separation anxiety. So for example, kita po kung buwagan tas uyab, diba? Naay separation anxiety. When you go abroad, working abroad, sakit po sa heart kay you also need to separate yourself from the comfortable or very close life nga naa diri sa Pilipinas. So that's why that is the reason why we are called as social beings. So di nato na malikayan nga ingana jud ang tao. Naturally, we are like that. So I hope you get something today. I will continue discussing this next meeting. So I hope you get something. I am not yet done, but I will continue discussing this. So hopefully you get something, you learn something from me, and please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe so that others can also see this and they can also learn from this video. A simple way of paying forward. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you again for my next video vlog. Thank you and God bless you.